Hey guys, Doc here. I just wanted to give you a little bit longer review of Ultimate Spider-Man number 2. This is written by Jonathan Hickman with art by Marco Checchetto. So this is a universe where the maker tried to keep all the superheroes from fulfilling their destiny of becoming heroes. So Peter Parker never got bitten by that radioactive spider. Instead, he got married to Mary Jane. She's still a supermodel. They got 2 kids, Richard and May. And Uncle Ben is still alive in this universe, and he's working with J. Jonah Jameson, formerly both of the Daily Bugle. But Wilson Fisk took over the Daily Bugle, and so Ben and JJJ have struck out on their own to go start their own paper. So it shows Spidey swinging around, getting used to his outfit and his powers. It shows the dynamic between Mary Jane and Peter Parker. They're kind of distant. It's a little different than the 616 universe because they're not as close, but you can also tell the love between them. So it's not as though they're going to get a divorce or anything like that. Not at this time, anyway. Who knows what the future may hold. So Peter's out swinging, web swinging around. Still trying to discover what he can do and what he can't do. And right now, he still hadn't quite figured out how to stop while he's web swinging. So he ends up slamming into a water tower. He says the stopping is not quite so easy. But he's realized also he can take a pretty good beating, so he said maybe that'll come in handy in the future. Ben and JJJ trying to figure out what they're going to do and what they're going to call their new news venture. Peter's swinging around some more, and he's thinking deeply to himself. He says, what if somebody took 20 years of your life away that you were supposed to live, and then somehow you got it back? You would never really catch up. You would always be 20 years behind, wouldn't you? You would never catch up to the present day of the life that you were supposed to have lived with all of the experiences that you were supposed to have had. So it's kind of a deep thought about Tony Stark telling him that he'd lost 20 years of what should have been his life. And now he's in his mid-30s. And he's having to go back and rethink everything. He's having to rethink his marriage. He's having to rethink his life choices. And now he's having to think about, what am I really going to do? How am I really going to help people if that's what I'm supposed to do? So here he meets the Shocker. And then after that, then he is at home getting a bite to eat. May comes in and she gets scared of him because she saw the guy on the TV. And then we go to Kingpin and his benefactor, who is apparently called Monsieur Britain. And Monsieur Britain is getting all over him because he says, what is this, in the paper talking about, this Spider-Man character, or this guy's, swinging around. And Wilson Fisk says it's a distraction because I've had these goings-on in my personal life. People have been trying to kill me. This one guy that flies around on a glider has been trying to kill me multiple times. So I'm just trying to make people look to the left hand to be distracted from whatever the right hand is doing. And Monsieur Britain tells him, you have, allies, and you have all of this power and resources at your disposal. Use them. Peter's out web swinging. Runs into the Shocker again. And then this is all witnessed by the Green Goblin. And at first, Peter was thinking when he got home that night, you know, maybe this is too much. Maybe this is too much for my family. You know, maybe I'm not as good of a guy as I thought. And then he sees the spider that was drawn by May and left on the refrigerator. And at the end, he says, maybe I'll give it one more day. And here is the page for issue 3. And it also shows Ultimate Black Panther and Ultimate X-Men #1. Another extremely solid issue by Hickman and Checchetto. It's world building. It's not something that's going to get finished in the first 2 or 3 issues. He's trying to create an entire universe from something that was nothing. So I don't know if Hickman plans on being on the title for 2 or 3 years, or if he plans on, you know, doing the first 15 issues and then letting somebody else take it over. But this seems like a very deliberate pace. The artwork is amazing. The designs are completely different than what you would expect. But at the same time, you see a guy on a glider and he's green. You know what's going on. You know who it is. You know what's about to happen. Except in this universe, I've been told through the solicits that the Green Goblin is actually supposed to be a hero. And that's why he's trying to take down Wilson Fisk. So I really enjoyed this issue. I can't wait for issue 3. I'm actually excited about Ultimate Black Panther issue #2 as well. So we've got to wait, I think, another couple of weeks and see what happens with that book. But for right now, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, enjoyed Ultimate Spider-Man if you got a chance to check it out, and we'll catch you in the next video.